Hey man, listen, Aphrodite, walnuts, cashew milk, walnut milk. Lemon mint, lemon mint. al- almond, almond herbal tea. I love oatmeal, oats, and I like Gerber food. So but I'm talking about powdered milk or you know, or concentrated, whichever way another individual likes, in, or their water, whichever water that's comfortable for the individual, but it has to be from your own social economics of yourself for your own secrecy because you can't depend on another person's humane condition unless you want to be taking advantage of the physical reality at the time. And I'm gonna just tell my Empress of Love this, so if she's ever wondering about her humane condition, cleansing even with a form of menthol mint, air sanitizer, or air pressurized vapor would be one for one physical reality, especially of one's natural, you know, appearance of elegance even at a time. So, depending on one's comfortability, and you wouldn't want an individual to view one's humane condition at a time of one's reality because when one cleanses, one has to even be cleansy and sanitary for oneself even at a moment in a form of insurance of cleansing one's reality, and you don't want to depend on another individual doing something for somebody else. So you don't want to I'll just tell my wife this. You don't want to, I seen that they were gonna frame my wife Aphrodite at a time, and her homegirl just wanted to bring her some chocolates. And when I told her homegirl, no, you bring her milk, milk lights, you know, milk, 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 milk Lido, milk Lido chocolate, milk Lido, um, a milk Lido bar, or a milk Lido almond bar. She didn't know what she was speaking. She was like, I'm bringing this bitch chocolate, and she's gonna get diver, bitch. I was like, she was like, she's gonna die. I hung up the phone on her, and then I just left the house, and I was like, yeah, you on your own if you do something stupid, because your homegirl just don't want an excuse to make her to to know your secrecy, slowing you down, like she's gonna confuse you or rape you in your physical reality, or she's gonna have you do magic for her one day, and then next thing you know you'll be fighting for your identity, and then she'll be wanting to be conquering the empress of all love and the reason of existence. So I had to tell my wife, like, don't do it and stuff because it wouldn't be a good situation with other individuals. And I'm speaking about my Empress of Love. I don't gotta tell you what they did to Aphrodite already. And the only reason why they call Aphrodite is because I'm a miracle Africanus, and where I resided at a time of a time that we elegantly educated individuals a certain type of way. In our house, it wasn't our house, but we had a point of time to acknowledge certain people for a form of tribute where a festival happens for individuals a certain type of way at a time. But the festival can't happen unless me and her is in the same union of the harmony of vibrations with each other. So it wouldn't work out for another individual. And I've seen other people wanting to take advantage of her magic because in the paradigm, I've seen other people want to take advantage of magic because in the paradigm, if she advances somebody that's lesser than her, that's not on her level, those are going to be people that complicate the situation to her level in the paradigm. They'll try to even out with her, and the next thing will probably be identity theft, or she'll have to fight for identity, or then of course other type of friction in her human condition, and then she have to fight for the purity to stay alive a certain type of way, and then her not being in the physical realm, another person will probably try to steal her knowledge and sacredcy, so it wouldn't have been a wonderful idea for her. So I had to warn her about these situations in the paradigm of time, and then I tell my wife, be careful of other people because another person, it's just like a doom situation. Imagine a person that tries to bring doom to the world that wants a person to forgive them for the wrong that they did. The individual of one's dignity, you can't say to forgive them for the wrong that they did because a person's dignity is everything. So if a person does wrong in the physical reality, you know, you can't have a person try to say that you did something wrong because they want you to be lesser than a person than what you are, and then if you wasn't there in the physical realm to manifest and do anything, why should that have why should a person have an excuse of saying that a person did something wrong? It's because if my wife never did nothing in the physical realm that was wrong, why is a person trying to frame it because they want an identity? So it's gonna you have to have her have some type of form of identity theft that leads up to her downfall in the physical reality. So when they try to complicate her existence to say that she lied, look at her rap sheet and it's something that happened another time. This one never did because the way they prep somebody to want somebody else's life, and then on top of it, that is how bad another individual wanted to have an individual's acknowledgement because of what they should do because another person wants to live and look another type of way, and because they didn't have a time to regard themselves in this conditions a certain type of way, and then they see somebody can live without them a certain type of way, they're vindictive in their mentality. It's just like a chick that does something wrong. Now, in my caretakers, if I ever put somebody away or locked somebody up from before or did something, how far did the physical offense of the mentality in physics happen in the physical reality? So if I'm the one that educated international security, so I must have did a real investigation to the things that was done. And one, I already knew because remember, the level I was on, the atmosphere was inside of me, of my wife, and I already knew everything that was happening in a certain type of way, so I knew for sure. So even to go into intricacies is just providing evidence to her in her physical for she could see for herself to know about her martial arts and her humane condition, how to discipline her environment of her social economics and her being, so her strength will be precise at the time. So her education was different. But if you have another individual at a time that wants to manipulate the reason why she strengthened herself to be able to break through her physical force in the paradigm, then it's something else. It's just like what this guy did with Razor the Blade and Shield when they tried to free the Transformers when they were asleep. And then they were sleeping, and then the man tried to put and blow their brains out because he knew those were my sons of honesty, of high light and intensity of the natural, the natural existence of one's nature and light, and they knew the sacredcy and the reason of a man's existence, and they wanted to go around fucking everybody over because I didn't want to be with their mother. So he tried to go into the pyramid at a time to try to knock a hole through the wall, and then he tried to kill the Transformers because of what they wanted to do to me in a physical reality that caused them to even the Transformers to rebel at a point because they wanted their knowledge. So a person sabotaged them to try to get their secrecy to make them give out information that they weren't supposed to give out that led to physical trauma because another person wanted to conquer the physical, and then on top of it, they wanted to be more and break through people's consecration and sacredcy that almost messed up even the Ice Galaxy. So they knew they were automatically wrong when they were judged and tried and put away. But being released a certain type of way, manipulating individuals in the paradigm of time that didn't realize what was going on with them, they 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 went so far and caused such a wrong event. It's just like what you heard about the four giants that didn't want to let the other giant up, because the fact is they knew what the wrong that they did, because the individual that educated them, and then on top of it, they did so much wrong and manipulated the individuals. They didn't want the end of the world to be a certain type of way, because they wanted to be regarded as a high acknowledgement, and they were already wrong in the physical because their mother was barren, so they were just getting people sick naturally, and it was just leading up to a long time of the humane condition of other people's manipulation that went along with them, that was keeping their genes survived in the physical reality, and they were already wrong. So, a person, if a person can have love, you gotta be careful of a person's malicious intent, because another person will say this at the other, and then they just want to wrong somebody else to go along with the situation, because the way they want to sabotage to make a person look bad, because the way they wanted other people's encouragement and gratitude and love, because the way they manipulated and did the consciousness. Me, the emperor, meant life himself and did wrong. I'm Guru of Glory. Life himself and did wrong, and then they wanted people to have the mentality to go with them, because they feel life should be another way, because they feel their situation should be forgiven for other things that they did wrong to an individual, and how they try to make up for the wrong that they did. They say a certain type of way, but they never really made up, because they're the ones that caused the wrong. Even they caused more hurt than what they tried to do. So another person was already wrong, because their intentions was what they wanted a certain type of way, because of vindictiveness, because they didn't honor their consciousness. It's just like, you can't have a person that is the head of somebody's consciousness and want to put their conscience out, and then wonder how come they can't manifest and they don't have a love at a time, because you went ahead of yourself and you hurt the people that had the love first, that led up to your love. So how would your love be able to manifest if you hurt the people of the reason that your love was around in the first place? But because you didn't know that, that's your stupidity, and that's sacred information for a person not to know, because it made your love. So if you fucked up that, it's guaranteed another person knows never to do something again, because the reason of your existence was a reason that one even hurt. So one has a natural evidence, even on a higher level of physics, another individual didn't even realize. And then on top of it, then you have individuals that offended me, the emperor, in a paradigm of time. And if a person was doing a physical check in physics, how far did their offense go in physics? That means they probably want to be at a place in the social economic system, living a certain type of way, that they shouldn't have the right living, or being in a place that is causing an upset in somebody else's living condition, and they're trying to come up with an excuse to manipulate people for a person to change their mind. So my mind was so stern and militant. A person shot me in my head. So and it shot. They tried to shoot me in my chest. And you gotta see the movie Boogie now, I'm recovering. They shot me in my chest because I was so severe with the way physics are for the natural set, how it's supposed to be in life. A person wanted to change that and throw everything off balance and cause the death of people that had love and did everything according to what they were supposed to do. And the person that didn't do what they were supposed to do wanted to change their reality and cause their death, because they wanted the person to love them more than the people that they're really supposed to have the love. Now that's something wrong. So, you gotta be careful. It's just like the guy in the Arby's commercial. We have the meat. The nigga wants a person to cook a magical sandwich that has so many ingredients of different social economic systems, because when the guy eat that sandwich, he already caused the dark ages, and it was the real bacterial infection of individuals a certain type of way in his physics. Another person say, will he eat the sandwich and really be honest, and then he's been providing evidence, or I did this for this, I did this, I would never do nothing wrong. And then next as soon as he eat that sandwich, he's gonna murder and cause the dark ages, instantly go after everybody. And on top of it, his brutal savagery for them holding him for a certain amount of time, he's gonna run through everybody a certain time. So them people were scared about the situation, because I'm the real emperor. I could do certain things another person can't do because I'm justified, but another person does something. It's like what they're gonna run through everybody in the physical reality away, and then next thing you know, everybody he came into the humane condition with that he literally already had sex that he was honoring for himself is gonna have a form of chemistry to go attack every other individual that crept up in everybody else legacy and lineage because they've been whoring, escorting, and not caring. And then when another nigga eat the sandwich, he's gonna cause the dark ages and cause a galactic war. And then next thing you know, it's gonna be like the time when I was in the baseball field and other individuals tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying? A nigga had the whole stadium try to get at me at the time. And then when I got at niggas, niggas couldn't believe it because I handled the situation. So if a nigga eats that sandwich, that nigga is gonna kill every fucking body, my niggas. It's like as soon as that nigga eats that sandwich that has certain ingredients, he's gonna go kill India. He's gonna go kill my empress. He's gonna go after my empress of love, and because he is like a form of getting to a sacred magic on a high level. It's like imagine if India wasn't talking to my empress of love, and then my empress of love knew a form of higher physics, a certain type of way to the human condition, and does something, advances somebody on a higher level. Then my wife India says, "Yo, listen, how could you do something like that?" And say she's not paying attention at the time, and a nigga makes her argue with my wife because somebody caused some stupid argument for them to argue because they want to cause to confuse her human condition. They don't want to confuse my wife's love human condition. So if they make her and India argue, they say, "Oh, India has such a love for the people. She nourished people so much. I'm gonna cause the argument with you and her to confuse your human condition to get you sick." And then next thing you know, when the nigga eats a sandwich, he goes and murder India because they want the nourishment of the knowledge she knows. Because they said it feels like if your husband already knows you don't need India, because fuck India, this that, and the other. What you mean fuck India? She was the one holding it down. My wife is living a happy life to condition so she could be precise to her consciousness to know her physics, to know handle the situation she got to handle. And then the love I have for my wife, I'm not wrong for having a love for my wife. Another person is wrong if they want to take away the love I have for my wife. The reason why she's here is because the reason I love her, because the things that she did for me in the physical reality and the way she kept her order, regardless of her not being here. Nobody has the right to tell my wife to be put away to murder the love that I have for her and the love that we have for each other at the time. Another person doesn't know what's sacred and what's not sacred. And if my wife thought she knew what's sacred and what's not sacred, she wasn't in my house a certain type of way to know what's sacred and not sacred. The reason of her, I don't want to confuse my wife's human condition either way, and I don't want nobody attacking my wife's India, and I don't want nobody attacking my wife's love. I don't want nobody attacking my wife of the reason of my fear, of my of my of my of my countenance of the fierceness and even of my militants because I'm not gonna change my mind for stupid people that's just trying to manipulate that caused an offense and I'm the man that made existence and did something wrong. So what level did they do the wrong to? It was such at a level that my caretakers couldn't handle the situations. I had to go handle it myself. And if a person's trying to lead me up to a situation for me to go work because the things that they did were so fucked up because they want me to repair something, fuck you. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck what happens. And on top of it, you're not getting rid of my wife. If another person do something a certain type of way and I find out about it, that's good for them. And it's because of spoiled children that fucked up their anatomy when it came to my wife India, my wife Love, and then they secretly plotting to have me and my wife on some Clash of the Titans because they're probably trying to do it again in the paradigm of time, some Clash of the Titans. So they will repair something for them because they're spoiled in their anatomy and they just want to get their way because they want to say, how could you look at dignity? You know how can I look at dignity? How the fuck did you go outside? How the fuck did you get outside? How the fuck did you even be in existence to know what's going on in a high level of physics when you offensive, when you knew about this shit already, you did this shit on purpose because you just wanted to live the time of your life. You were wrong for that. And another person says, what do you speak about? Another person says, I seen another person a certain way and they were already gone. You don't know what the fuck was going on with that person. And you just thought so, because parents had a point of acknowledgement of children. I'm a Zeus. So I had children that that did certain things that lived a certain way. I had my wife help, and then they lived a certain way, and I said, they can have a certain reality a certain way, but when they do something that's too wrong, I put them away at a time. And that's what I did for certain people. And then a person says, my wife looks at them and says, no, he been away. He was supposed to be a certain type of way for his dad. This is what they said his dad said. So let him be a certain type of way. And then they found out the nigga was a real fuck up. And I really put the nigga away. And then other people just done. Another person, imagine I did a ceremony to put somebody away. And another person knows, well, I know this gonna let this person out, but they don't know what exactly it was. They weren't the original man that put that person away a certain type of way. I'm the original man, and then you don't know what if I did a ceremony. You don't know if I said a certain word. You don't know nothing, and then they let that person out. That's fucking up that person's human condition and physical reality. That cause a frame, and then that cause even to frame the situation I'm speaking about now, framing my wife Aphrodite or my wife India or my other wife GlorY or my wife of honor, of respect, of gratitude, and so much other things can happen because another person is being careless and listening to other people being manipulated over stink pussy. Probably most likely over some stupid pussy bitch that didn't honor her dignity, a bunch of family members that didn't honor their dignity. The Empress went all fucking crazy. Some stupid bitch that didn't honor her dignity. The Empress probably went all fucking crazy and did all types of situations. And then as I reflected and calculated the situation, they got mad because everybody seen they did wrong. So when everybody started losing the lack of their education, nobody's regarding or knowing the real history of certain things of their education, the certain things that happened in the paradigm because of embarrassment, me getting shot in boogie night, and me recovering, people trying to keep silent. Another person started taking advantage of people, and then try to cause the reason of individual situation in a certain type of way, and it just played out in physics and the paradigm, and people see what led up to a galactic war because people were saying they seen something that didn't happen and now it's happening. We think it's gonna happen in the physical realm. So this is why individuals gotta watch the things that they're going through and things is happening. And then I tell individuals, and then you gotta watch people cutting the video footage in the same time. You see how they changing the screen, cutting the video footage and trying to save other people because the life they live is so fucked up because another person just wanted to know the answer and the cures of certain things they were already fucking wrong. Stupid fucking bitch Phoebe and the fucking stupid people singing. I hope you hear this fucking song, this stupid shits. Trying to fuck up India's life with love, trying to make them argue. You trying to fuck up my humane condition of my wife India and my wife's love? You gonna poison my wife's love? You gonna fuck up, you stupid bitch? I'll fucking put you under, you know me? That's my real wife, you stupid motherfucker. And the thing is, you know something about the situation? If this is, I'm the real rider, real Osiris. So I have family members from a certain astrological tree of the sun, stars, and all type of situations that knew about this information. And then they probably tried to steal my ideas of my economic system, tried to take part because these little stupid whole bitches that just wanted my finances and my economics, and they tried to frame me in time with knowing my information in all type of situations. And then next thing you know, people know I came up with all type of things from way before the paradigm. You under the sun, nigga. I'm the real rider, real Osiris. So you can imagine these people, all the things that they did and try to take credit for and manipulated people And then next you know, because a bunch of sport kids that just had to learn their physics, and then you have the other individuals that just wanted the power in all type of situations. Look, the force of life has to know to honor me, and to make sure these individuals can't come out their character when it comes to me in the physical. We have to take advantage of it. Loved one. Nobody's gonna hurt my wife's love, and nobody's gonna make my wife Indian love, my wife's love, have an argument to confuse her humane condition that causes that causes a disease in her anatomy, and then causes why it's fucking up her nourishment on a level, because my wife's love is a wonderful person that did so much things for other people, and my wife's Indian nourished me, so nobody's gonna go after their land, because these people of the dark ages that just want to cause their fucking Dolomite type of scenery and all type of shit, and then take, and then eat a fucking seven and then run through everybody, and then everybody gotta fight for their consciousness, and if they ever, and then watch. It's like what they did to Adam, watch him step by step to know any family that my son had, and then I sat on the side like, yo, how long are they gonna punish my son Adam like that? Like, I can't let it happen. Like, is he gonna learn his physics or what? And then next thing you know, they just watched him to see if he had any family members, and then as soon as he got to a point, I stood up for the individual, and they realized what was going on, and in the dark ages, yo, I mean, they're not doing that shit. They're not doing no funny situations what they did to Adam, and they're gonna try to do it to my wives now. So some reason they wanted my wife's physics to play out so they could do something to take advantage of my wife. Like, they're gonna make a stupid host for a long time, and then next thing they're gonna tell them sorry because another person didn't honor their dignity of their signature of their family legacy, and then up to me, the emperor, and then next thing fucked up everybody's life and their family and their cause, and then wonder why, because they weren't on the level to try to surpass the higher consciousness of my wife. Stupid bitches, right? Anybody chill shit. Hateful chicks that just wanted to get rid of my wives in a certain type of way that broke into other people's anatomy, that was causing them to even have fucked up humane condition because of the wrong that they did according to their humane condition and their physics, that wanted to offend the real higher empresses. And this is a part of what I'm speaking about. The force of existence have to correct these individuals. They can't get over on me and my real wives at all. You gotta stop these stupid bitches from doing anything trying to get over my wives, and make sure the physics that they do doesn't hurt any of my wives, especially the Jew empresses in the physical reality. Because of fucked up oaths that people took at a time that had them travel, doing certain things, came into contact with other people, fucking up people's anatomy, all type. Yo, my wife is in this. I ain't worried. My wife is in the spiritual realm, but the things that they tried to make the humane condition do a certain type of way, that was manipulating, trying to manipulate your physics and the gene to make a power struggle within them, that was gonna cause a literal a humane fucked up. You would smell stink aromas in the a social atmosphere air when they were around, when they were doing certain things, and they would try to be avoiding it, or they would be around it. Either way, most likely those would be chicks that had plans that would avoid it, that caused the uncomfortability of people's lives that wasn't supposed to be uncomfortable at the time in physics. That's how you're gonna know. Shut up. Shut up. I ain't crying for that. Shut up. Chicks that try to frame guns on all type of shit, man. And then on some wild monkey feelings, man. What, they'll go to the nigga that got into the bad marriage that burnt the house. Fucking bitch try to fuck the nigga life up, burnt the house. Yo, I had to run away from my son. Yo, my niggas, shit like this, I had to run away from my other son, Alexander, and then I had to run away from them niggas because of what the fuck these stupid shit like these stupid bitches did. Yo, my nigga, oh, here we go. Here we go. Another one. Another the same chick, and on top of it, that caused what's her name? Xena homegirl, fucking Xena framed Xena homegirl Gabrielle, the same one that framed Gabrielle, my nigga. The stupid energy that caused Gabrielle to get framed, and then caused Xena to want to box down Gabrielle and endangered Gabrielle's life at a time. Gabrielle. They said, yo, the gifted Gab. He made a noise and started to yell. Oh man, too bad, Gabrielle. And then Gabrielle identity theft instantly. When they found out what's going on with her identity, they were like, oh yeah, instantly, gotta go get her. Like no, 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 no. No. If you really see what Gabrielle look like, my nigga, ooh, man. Oh man, I really explain everything. I don't got nothing else to say, man. I love my wife. Just because my wives get my wives gonna make panties for niggas. The fuck out of here.